Most coaches, consultants, agency owners, and other service providers that are working online think that they have to be pushy, tackle a bunch of objections to close 5K plus deals. What if I told you that there is a very specific call strategy that you need to be implementing today if you want to close high ticket deals? And I know you're wondering, who is she to talk about that? Well, I'm very happy you're asking. I'm Aisha, I'm an online sales coach, and I have been working full time for a year in my business, helping online coaches, consultants, agency owners close 3K to 10K deals using this exact identity driven framework that I am going to be sharing with you today. And next to that, this is the exact strategy that I use to sign clients in my group program as well as my VIP one on one offer. And why is this topic so important to talk about? You have done the work, okay? You have booked the call, which is actually one of the biggest challenges online, is getting a good volume of call booked on your calendar. So you've done the work, the call is booked, and now here you are on a call. People think that the sales call is where the deal is won. But when you're on a call, and if you have to convince someone, and if you have to push them to work together with you, you've lost the deal. The sale is already created before someone even hops on a call with you. Because think about it, someone hops on a call with you because they perceive you already to be the expert that is going to help them get from point A to point B. So when they are in the call, what you have to do is give them reassurance that you are the person that can help them close that gap. And how is it that you do that? The biggest mistake I see people make is they approach the sales call like it's some sort of discovery only call. Discovery is super important because you need this information for you to tackle objection. However, why is it that people buy? And before I explain to you everything about this identity driven framework, it's really good for you to shift your mindset and really focus on the reason why people buy. People buy because one, they feel certain that your program, your process, and you are able to get them to the outcome that they want. So certainty is something that they are seeking at each step of the journey, as well as that emotional activation, right? So people buy based off of emotion, and they reason about the purchase using logic. So you need to make sure that the logical part is sealed. And then you need to make sure that you are activating their emotions. So when you think about it this way, you should really not only be there asking people questions the whole time on a call. And this is the biggest mistake I see people make. Oh, what is your goal? Oh, what are your challenges? Oh, what have you tried before? And then they will give you an opinion. They'll give you a solution based on the exact problems that you have revealed. The market is too sophisticated for this basic approach. People know these quote unquote sales tactics in which you are just asking questions and you're using their answers to fuel your pitch. Okay, so people are beyond this. So for you to be able to sign 5K deals and to change people's lives, your approach needs to, one, cater to the buying psychology as well as understanding the 2025 marketplace. So then how do you structure your sales call in a way that when someone hops on a call, you're able to give them that certainty as well as meet them where they are, and keeping in mind how sophisticated they are as buyers? The first thing you need to do is you need to look at the order of the components of your calls. So what I mean with component is that in each call, you have the discovery part. In a lot of calls, I see people only do discovery and pitching. For you to close 5K deals, especially as someone that still has to hit those consistent 10K plus months in your business, this is the first thing you should be doing. You should connect with their vision. So never start the call talking about or asking them questions. So never start the call asking questions. Always start the call connecting with their vision. And why is that so key? When someone invests in your offer, it's not because they invest in the features of the offer. They invest in that transformation. And why are they searching for a transformation? It's because they have a vision for their life. If you think about the pyramid of Maslow needs, the coaching industry is an industry where people are really looking for that top level, that self-fulfillment. So for them to be invested, for them to take 5,000, 10,000, move it around and invest it into the program that you are offering, they need to be convinced that you are able to connect with their vision. So for you to do that, you do a simple exercise where you are asking them questions around their vision. The second thing you want to do is you have to decide based on how the conversation is going, do I go into discovery now or do I do this very crucial step? The crucial step is you want to give people results in advance. In the 2025 industry, a lot of people have been burned before. So for you to be seen as the only logical next step, you want to make sure you are personalizing the value that you are giving to them. And I always talk about giving value in the DMs. It's the same thing with on the call. On the call, you also give personalized insights, which typically should be related to the first things you would do together with them in the program so that they can already future pace themselves and see themselves actually implementing the advice that you are giving. Why is that so important? Because when they have certainty, again, certainty in the program, they are more eager to buy. And from their perspective, it's de-risking. Because in their mind, they're thinking, what if I don't get the result or what if I lose my money? So by you giving them results before they even pay you, you let them experience how it is to work together with you as well. How many times have you heard it when someone was really excited to get into a program, but then they get in and they realize they don't really enjoy working together with the coach, the agency owner, or consultant? When you do such an exercise and it's done in a co-creative way, it's such a powerful thing, and you honestly become the one-of-one solution. Okay, so that's the second thing you need to do, is to give people results in advance in the call. The third thing is discovery. So discovery is so crucial because obviously that value that you give them, it has to be tied to the outcome that they're going to get. And I know you're thinking, why does the value come before discovery? Why not do discovery before? Because you don't want to lean in the call, qualifying people. You need to do your homework before the call so that when the call is there, you're able to be fully present as a trusted advisor and not be the salesman or woman that's asking so many questions. So discovery comes after value. In discovery, your job is to, of course, you're asking the questions, you want to understand why they are there, what is their target, what is their challenge, what is the thing that's moving them now. The main thing is that you understand their core emotional driver. What is the thing that is moving them to take action right now? Why now? Why not wait another 6 months? Why not let a year pass by? It's super important that in discovery, you understand them for the person that they are and understand further than their vision, like what is at risk for them. Because if you don't ask those questions later when you drop the price and they say it's too expensive, you will have nothing, no ammunition to be able to help them make the decision that is best for them. Okay, so you have to do discovery. And then the fourth thing you need to be doing is you need to have a presentation in which you're able to show them how your process works. And when I'm talking about how your process works, I am not talking about what we do in week 1, what we do in week 2, what we do in week 3. You should be able to have an abstract process where you are talking about, hey, the first thing we're going to work together is we are going to do X, Y, and Z. The second thing is this. So really the big 3 buckets, for example, of the main components of your offer. And you need to be able to showcase how it works in practice by providing social proof, whether it's your story if you're just getting started or if it's client results. You need to be able to showcase these. Okay, so when you have these components in a call, this is something that gives someone so much certainty that it's a no-brainer for them to buy. The only open-ended question is, how committed are they to the result? And this is the position that you need to be in. You need to take care of the certainty on your end so that when you are in that conversation, you're able to hold back that mirror and hold them accountable to their vision. Are they going to take action? Are they going to implement? Okay, so when you have these components in your call, this is how you sell high ticket in 2025. And to give it away, I'm also going to tell you, you're not just going to sit here with a screen open and communicate it. You're going to use visuals, because visuals connect 60,000 times deeper than just talking to someone. When you're talking to someone, it goes in the ear, one ear, and it goes out the other ear. But when you're showing them the visual, the information processing that's happening there, the co-creation that is happening, the way they are digesting it is at a different level that I cannot explain unless you have, it's just at a different level. And that is something you have to experience by using visual. Think about the sales calls you've been on and how disengaged you were, right? A lot of the times it was because you were already convinced that you're going to buy from someone that you bought, because the sales presentation itself was not giving tea. It was not giving. Every one of my clients that has been using the identity-driven visual framework is getting amazing results. And I'm talking about, for example, health coach Malika, who when we started working together, she had sold one offer before for $997, and using this visual framework of doing sales call literally helped her to fill her program, her one-on-one program, and she even transitioned into group coaching. She hit her first 10K month in January and now is on the path to consistent 10K months by using this very simple strategy of communicating her value as an expert and giving people that certainty on the call, leveraging visuals. Same example for Alexandra, who is an agency owner. Previously, before we were working together, she was selling her 1K offer. After we started working together, we repackaged her offer, implemented the identity-driven visual selling framework, and what happened? She was able to sell a 5K offer where previously she was selling her 1K offers. So it just shows the power of being able to give someone tangibility when it comes to the results they're going to get before they step into the program, before they pay you a dime. Because in this industry, we all know about all of the scammers that are out there promising results but delivering nada. So if you are an expert, if you are that person that knows you're going to deliver people results, but you feel like there's a gap in your sales process, then take my invitation and book a call together with me so that we can take a look at your sales process and how you can sell your offers for a higher amount more often and increase your closing rate on your sales calls. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video and hit subscribe because more videos like this are gonna come. Ciao!